Hi my loves and welcome to my channel. If you want to see how I installed this burgundy unit from Amazon, then just keep on watching. Hey, get it, get it, get it, get it. Alrighty, starting off strong, I am applying this very tiny wig cap to my very large head that I bought off of Amazon, and it was honestly the worst purchase ever. And I'm just tucking my hair, and now I am going in and using these really sharp scissors that I too got off of Amazon. Very sharp, but they get the job done, so that's why I like them. And I'm just making 2 holes for my ears so that way the cap can lay seamlessly. And now I am applying my Eben lace spray in, I believe, super firm hold. It's quite weird. I like using this spray more in the winter time and using the red can in the summertime. I don't really know. Scientifically, I'm sure that there's no difference, but mentally, I feel like there is, so I'm gonna go with that option, and no one can tell me otherwise. But I'm just applying that with my finger to make sure that I get it everywhere that I want it to be and not where I don't want it to be. And now I'm just using my blow dryer. I believe it was on cool. I usually alternate between warm and cool, so if it wasn't on cool, it was on warm, probably. And now I'm going ahead and I am cutting the cap in the middle first and working my way towards the sides. I don't know why I do this. I believe metaphysically that it it does something, but honestly, I don't know what it does because it ends up sliding off anyway, so I really don't know. I should have just tied it in the back, but I don't know. I was going through it this night, truthfully. And I'm just putting that back, and now I'm cutting off the excess cap because we do not want to glue those bad boys down. We want a flat cap. Oh Lord. So yeah, I'm just ensuring that all the extra cap is cut off. All the little bits, the nooks and crannies, I want them all gone. Till I'm basically bald. That's what I want. That's what I need. Oh, quick dance break. You're gonna see lots of those, I believe. I was just going through it, trying to keep the spirits up. Hey, okay. Now I'm going in with my Ruby Kisses Cream Foundation in RDF 16. I believe this is the darkest shade that they go up to, so if you're darker than myself, I suggest using your foundation along with the cream foundation. And now I'm taking 91% rubbing alcohol. The higher it is, the better. And I'm just cleaning off any oils or makeup that got onto my forehead because you don't want that mixing with your glue. Now this unit is from Sdamey Hair on Amazon. It is a 22-inch 13 by 6 99J lace frontal. I cut out the 2 combs on the front part just so that way it can give me a flatter surface to work with. Alrighty. And now I'm just applying this on my head, making sure everything fits. I'll be honest, it was a little snug on my big old head, but I made it do. And I'm just cutting off the ear tabs. Funny thing, these ear tabs were not straight by any means necessary. I usually cut my ear tabs off on my mannequin head. I mark it with a white marker, and I do it that way. I'm not quite sure why I decided that tonight would be the perfect night to cut my ear tabs off on my head. But never again will I do that. It gave me a really rough time. That's all I can really say. The proof is in the pudding, quite literally. Now I'm just pushing back any hairs to make sure that no hair gets in the glue as I start to apply it. And I again am just going to clean off the surface of my forehead, making sure that there's no oils, no makeup, no nothing, just dry skin. And I'm gonna go in with 3 layers of the Eben lace glue. And I believe I only showed you one layer, but for the last layer I did blow dry it just to ensure that everything was clear, nice, and tacky. I will say that this glue, the only con is that when you take off the frontal, it does leave a sticky residue, even if you do use oil to remove it, so just be cautious of that. And overall, it's a really great hold though. I'd recommend it. So while I am pushing down the frontal into the glue, I guess I'd take a couple of minutes to introduce myself. So hello, my name is Ashley, but I also go by Beats by Ashley with 2 Y's. I am 21 years old, and I honestly have big hopes and dreams for this channel. Doing YouTube has always been a dream of mine, and it wasn't until recently that I got the courage to finally post what I love doing, and that's hair, makeup, and talking. I will say that for this channel, I specifically want to not only introduce beauty and fashion and who I am as a person, but I also want to talk about serious things such as trauma, how to deal with that, my spiritual journey, because I am currently on my spiritual journey, and let me tell you, it has not been easy, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna get this boat to shore, okay? I believe right there, I realized that the middle part wasn't necessarily working, but I still stayed with it. I was keeping my hopes alive. But now I went ahead and used a wax stick and my mousse to hit my roots to make sure that everything was flat. As you can see, I have finally finished, and yep, it was pretty challenging to get through that. Now I'm just clipping off my hair, and I believe I'm going to now start cutting my lace into mini sections because I find that very easy, and it helps aid for a better, smoother process. And now I'm taking my eyebrow razor and I'm just going to go in up and down motions and get as close as possible to the hairline and make sure that the lace looks like my skin. So now I'm just going back in with that even lace glue, and I am gluing down any parts of the lace that lifted and didn't get enough glue in the initial process. And now I believe I am starting to push some even lace spray into the unit, just making sure that I get the best melt as possible. But now I'm just brushing out the hair, and I don't know if my face can tell you, but that middle part was not working for me, as you can see right now. I do apologize for the lighting. I also don't know what was going on with the lighting. So many things started happening all at once, and your girl Ash got a little overwhelmed, took a couple of breaks, but I believe now I'm doing a side part. And yeah, now I'm just, I believe I already sectioned out the baby hairs, and now I'm going back in with that cream foundation, and I'm just putting it over top my lace, and now I'm using my Fantasia liquid mousse spritz and spraying that right over top. Now I'm gonna go in using my Gorilla Glue for my edges, and I do believe that this is one of the best products I have used for my edges yet. I typically use Got2b, but it gets really crunchy, and I don't like that crunchy look, so I use Gorilla Glue because it leaves it very soft, in my opinion. But sidebar, I was also going through it tremendously at this point. I had just realized that I left my mini straightener somewhere else, and so I had no other option but to just roll with the punches and try to make these edges look presentable without my straightener. And I think I did an okay job, I will say. Going back in with my mousse to soften the look and just help the baby hairs move more easily. So now I'm going to start working on my soap, and I'm going back in with the spritz, and I'm just spraying that all along the roots. Oh, okay, never mind, I brought it down. That's fair. Getting it ready, and then I went in with my bristle brush because I wanted to make sure that this bad mamma jamma was molded, stuck to my head. It wasn't going anywhere. I even brought out gel. I was not playing any games. I wanted to make sure that this stayed for at least a couple of days, because normally whenever I use just hairspray, it moves. Not this time, buddy. Not this time. So yeah, now I'm just swooping it, starting to get the idea of the shape that I want, tucking it behind my ear, you know, regular schmegler. Perfecting the swoop. I went in with 2 clear bands and I tucked the hair on the back of my head with another piece of hair, just so that way it was tight enough. And okay, it's coming together, I'd say. And now I'm just going in and I'm creating some layers, although you guys cannot see it because I am 5'9" and torso is unexplainably long. I'm just cutting some layers into the unit just so that way the hair could have some body. And I'm going in with my Babyliss Pro flat iron and bumping those ends. I also combed out my edges and put a little e.l.f. camo concealer in the shade Rich Chocolate on my part. And I do believe we've got ourselves the baddest chick around. So if you enjoyed watching this video, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate all the love and support from everyone, and I can't wait to take you guys on this beautiful journey because it's going to be a bumpy ride, but we're going to get there. So I love you, and I'll see you later.